That's a basket he'll never forget. Guys, the only question now is how many more of them does he have ahead?
I know the answer to that one, Steve. A bunch. And it's not going to take him long to get him either. This guy can score.
Randolph never really an above-the-rim player, but with his combination of strength and skill, he remains effective. Deft touch with that left hand.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And some changes. So making some changes. Zach Randolph's checked in for Koufos. Lee comes in for Vince Carter. And Mike Conley subbed in for Nick Calathis. Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. And it's Gasol, and at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And Randolph is able to post up or face up. And he's lethal either way. And that high arcing shot of his from mid-range, beautiful to watch, impossible to block. And on that right block, he's doing work down there.
Get out. Go. Come on, get the dog. What? Get the dog. Hear what I said?
Why did you never get the dog?
Who brought him in?
I brought him in. I put him in the cage.
Ours, you didn't lock it. Get the dog right now. Get the dog. Because you didn't even lock the cage.
Oh, God, I locked the cage.
Get the leash. Go.
Move. Every time, bruh.
Because he understands how to use that wide base of his to get separation.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid Payton has some very noticeable hair on the floor. He said the story behind it is as follows. Me and my teammates in high school agreed we wouldn't cut our hair the entire season until we won a state championship. We wound up losing in the semifinals, but I liked what it was doing and just let it keep growing and growing. Guys, will it ever end?
We'll see if it does. Thanks, Doris.
He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Here's Brown, and he gets it to go. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Conley, soft touch off the glass. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Garbage Man.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Offensive rebound. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket.
I heard you.
You know, that's been a big...
I love the big old digglings.
Part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled. Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups to make you earn it from the line.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1. Just making a switch here. And a tight game here as we end the first.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first. If we pay.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the. Kufis checked in for Memphis.
Oh my God.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. So on the floor for Orlando.
Take me out.
At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Harris kicks to Oladipo. Off target from 3-point range.
Take him out. Put me in.
Some changes for Memphis. John Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Carter in for Tony Allen. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Fry comes in for Nicholson. Green, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Brown in for Payton. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He wants them running a disciplined, organized offense with an emphasis on setting screens and creating open shots on the floor for their shooters. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Green passes to Fry. Feeds to Dedmon. Orlando moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, you know, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Nick Calathis comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Calathis. It's hauled in by Fry.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
It's Brown with the drive, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And with that new NBA competition committee, the league was hoping to create a more nimble leadership group to consider various initiatives.
And, you know, I think the culture of the NBA has been open to innovation and new things, new ways of doing things, new thinking, all in an effort to improve the game. And to me, that's what it's about. You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
Calathes kicks to Koufos. Puts up the baby hook. Count that one.
Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
Well, guys, as you were talking about, Memphis not a big budget franchise or one with a history that runs so deep that often fans overlook them.
That may be true, but it's given the Grizzlies a very underdog attitude that I think the franchise and the team and the fans have embraced. A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Lure dishes to Calathes.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
This win will give them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
Yeah, Steve, it'll mean a lot to them just the same, though. Anytime you go undefeated against an opponent, that's a sweet feeling.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Michael Conley. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop it.
Brown inside. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to see that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
To the wing right side. Here's Calathes. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere's been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Here's Brown, and Orlando again with the bucket. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
So no problem for Memphis.
I like it a lot.
Hey, Rook, good job. For your first time out, you look right at home.
Thanks, man. I just try not to force anything, let the game come to me.
That's what we do. Too bad your big effort was wasted.
Wasted?
Yeah, you got yours, but the team didn't. In this league, W's are all that matter. We got to hit it hard again tomorrow. See what we got to do to string some wins together.
Hey, man, I'm going to do everything in my power to help this team win. Shoot, I'm just on a 10-day contract, so I'm going to work like there's no tomorrow. Because for me, There isn't a tomorrow. I gotta get signed.
That's what I like to hear. You keep that attitude, you might have a chance to last in this league.
Sure gonna try.
That's it. Subscribe.